Hi everyone, welcome back to WesKnows Tech News and Reviews. Today we'll be doing a swim accuracy test between the Amazfit Bip U and a sport watch, the Suunto 3. Now the Amazfit Bip U is a relatively new smartwatch slash fitness tracker from Amazfit. Now the Sunto 3 is a full-on sport watch, except it doesn't have inbuilt GPS. And 2017 versus 2020. Now, so what I did, I went to the pool, I swam for about 25 minutes. Let's see what these watches came up with. If you are new to WesKnows Tech News and Reviews, we talk about the latest tech news. We do brutally honest reviews and share hacks and tricks along the way. Let's do a quick summary of these watches before we get into the comparison and the details. So the Amazfit Bip U, nice big screen. It's square even though the face is slightly rectangular. Now you do have a fat lower lip where it does give you the brand name Amazfit, but the screen is very bright at 400 nits. It's square, it's TFT LCD, it's not AMOLED quality, but yet it's bright, it's very crisp. You get your notifications, you get a whole lot of apps on here. You've got your standard things like your alarms, you've got your weather widget, you've got your notifications, you've got your timer, your stopwatch, all the rest of it. But you do get a couple of nice bonuses, things like Pomodoro tracker, you get a wall clock. If we're talking about advanced usage features, well, you do have continuous heart rate monitoring. You've got stress monitoring, and you can actually set it to continuous via the app. You also have breathing exercises. So when you are feeling like you're under pressure, when you're feeling stressed, you can sit back, calm down, and do a couple of these breathing exercises. You also have an SpO2 monitor on board. Yes, it's on demand, so only at a point in time, but it is there. And we've actually checked its accuracy, and it's very good. It's within 2% of a medical device. Now, we come to the important bit. All Amazfit wearables, so basically Xiaomi wearables, have Pi, and that is the personal activity index. So this little watch here actually takes into account a week's worth of your cardiovascular activity. So that is your sleep, the intensity of the workouts that you've been doing, actually adds them up, puts it all together, rejuggles this number, and gives you a value of just a single value. And the general rule of thumb is that as long as you keep that number above 100, you're about 25% less prone to getting heart disease. So that is the Amazfit Bip U. And currently, this is the cheapest tracker that you can get in the Amazfit family range of smartwatches. Very good indeed. Now, let's take a look at the Suunto 3. The Suunto 3 is a sport watch. The Suunto brand as a whole is very much sport focused. Now with Suunto, there's really just two main competitors of that brand. Well, four, now that Coros is on the scene. So it's Coros, it's Polar, and Garmin. There are so many professional athletes that prefer to use Suunto for its amazing heart rate accuracy, for its great fitness stats, for its training plans, and so forth. Now the Suunto 3 is actually a great smartwatch. So it's got an always-on display, it's got a great battery life of about 2 weeks. It's a color display, it does have a backlight on it. You've got as many sport modes as you want on it. There are over 40 sport modes on this sport watch. And when you go into every single one of them, and this is actually the same as on the Bip U, you can actually set objectives or goals for your activity. So for example, when you're going for a run, you can actually set a goal of, let's say, running 5K. When you finish the 5K, you will get a push notification like a vibration on your wrist to let you know that you've done the run. You can also set the pace you want to be doing your exercise at. You can set the time that you want to participate in a particular activity, and so forth. Now both the Bip U and the Suunto 3, they are waterproof, so you can take them up to 50 meters in the water. Now that means that you can take them to the showers, you can go for a swim. The Suunto 3 does not have inbuilt GPS, same as the Bip U, so you'd only be using connected GPS via your smartphone. That's not such an issue though. So really, that means you can't do any open water swimming in this watch. What you can do though is you can take the Bip U as well as the Suunto 3 to the swimming pool. And I was actually doing a swim at my local gym, and the pool length there is just 20 meters. It's not 25, it's 20. You can go to your swimming sport mode, you can go into settings, and you can customize the pool length. So I've done that on both trackers and put it down to 20 meters. Now what I did is I actually got in the pool, pulled on my goggles, and started swimming. So I was swimming for 24 minutes. Now the Suunto, as a sport watch and as expected, it recorded 700 meters or 35 laps. It gave me an accurate swath for that particular metric. It was recognizing my stroke. Happy. Let's see what a budget fitness tracker came up with. 420 meters, and that is just 21 laps, and we're off by more than a third. So what we're saying is that I really did swim 35 laps, while the Bip U actually calculated 21 laps, and that is a huge issue. Now if we do look at the calorie count, we can see that the Bip U has given me around 100 calories, while the Sunto 3 showed that I got about 240 calories burnt during those 24 minutes. Now I can say, well, that's probably close to the truth, because really 21 laps versus 35 laps, it is almost double. But again, it's not exactly spot on. Another interesting fact, what I found with the Sunto 3 is that the heart rate chart was very close to the Polar H10 ECG chest strap, which I was wearing at the time I was swimming. But we'll keep that one for the next test, when I will be doing 2 more tests, and I will be showing some results where the Suunto 3 is actually showing amazing results, and its heart rate, which usually shouldn't be reading off that well from the optical heart rate sensor in water, but it's doing a great job at tracing your heart rate, and it does look very close to the ECG chest strap that you've got on your chest while you're swimming, and is always in touch with your chest. Anyways, we'll talk about that in the next review from WesKnows Tech News and Reviews. If you did enjoy this particular review, please drop us a like. And also, don't forget that this is an unequal test. It's about apples and oranges, really. The Bip U is a very budget, very cheap smartwatch / fitness tracker, while the Sunto 3, it is a full-on sport watch. Even though it's older and you can get it for the same price as the Bip U, would I still get the Sunto 3 versus the Amazfit Bip U? I don't know. But if I was really into sports, this is what I'd be getting. This one here, not the Amazfit Bip U. Even though you can get the Amazfit Bip U Pro, which does come with GPS, I would still opt for a full-on sport watch. Anyways, thank you for watching, and if you want to see more of the same, please hit the red subscribe button below the video, and I will see you in the next one.